Yo, 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 welcome to another video, my guy. I hope you like this video. This was my journey from Thika to Nyeri. I hope you all love this video and you live a So, in this video, I'll be showing you my trip from Thika to Nyeri, and I'll show you all the wonderful things I saw during my trip. So, this is me eating a smoky, as you have seen. And now we are coming out of Thika. This is the stage area, and we are still in town. Yeah, we are still walking up and down, going about all our things. Yeah, as you can see, we first had our first stop to refill the car. Now, as we were refilling the car, we continued with our journey. In this journey, there are many stopovers that you can't think of. A lot of stopovers. I thought the car I took was direct with no stopovers or standing. So this is us coming out of Thika. Thika, this is called Blue Post. This is the around the Blue Post area, the Chania Falls. If you have ever been to Thika, you will understand, you will know which place this is. This is the Chania Falls area, and now we are almost arriving at Blue Post. In a few, you'll see Blue Post. That is the river I'm telling about, where it leads to Chania Falls. Now we are here in Blue Post. This is Blue Post, the Blue Post I was talking about. Now, as we are coming out of Thika, you can see the wonderful highway. For the people who have never seen a highway, this is a highway. Yeah, as you can see, a lot of people walking around, others idling or calling their people. You can see the highway. This is the highway. Many cars. You can see a lot of cars, buses, G4S cars, a lot of border, other people standing here and there, waiting to board a matatu. For the people who don't know what a matatu is, I'm also in a matatu. Yeah, as you can see, this is the Del Monte area. This is Del Monte Dica, as you can see. And we came out of Del Monte and we arrived at a route where we go to, that route leads to Muranga, but you've already passed. Now we're in another area of called Kenol. You can see we are arriving at Kenol. Kenol Kabati. Who has ever heard about Kenol Kabati? There are a lot of petrol stations along the road, the highway. Lot of total petrol stations. You can see we continued with our journey. This was a very long journey, about a 3 hours journey for the people who have never moved from Thika to Nyeri. So you can see now we are almost arriving at the beautiful sceneries that I saw. Oh my gosh. So you can see how scenic the journey was. And sometimes it comes to remind you that life is too short to think about things that don't benefit you at all. Life is too short to work yourself out on things that do not assist you. Just go there, touch some grass, and see how beautiful Mother Nature is. As you can see, I was viewing the hills and ranges along the way, and you can see how beautiful Mother Nature can actually be. Here we arrived at a town. Here there was a wayside bar. I don't know whether it's a bar, whether people go or don't go. There they know what they will do. Continued our journey. You can see a lot of people walking up and down. Yeah. And sometimes you wonder where people go. So here there are shops. These are shops, kibandaski as we call them here in Kenya. Call them kibandaskis. Those, as you can see, those are almost ridden. I don't think anybody is selling, but my main focus was the view, the scenic beauty of the journey. You can see how beautiful Kenya is. Oh my gosh, for people who have never visited Kenya, please think about it sometimes. Here you can see we in another town. This town actually, I don't know how it's called. I don't know the Sabasaba. I actually would have needed to Google my journey so that I know the towns that we passed. So here you can see this beautiful town. This is actually a small town. In fact, this is the smallest town you can see in Kenya. These are the small towns. You can see tuk-tuks. You can see another guy. You can see mats. You can see matatus, not mats. They are matatus. In short, we call them mats here in Kenya. But it's a matatu. Here, this is another stopover. This is the thing I was talking about. These mat stopovers. It's because of there was this man, this guy. You see that guy who has come out, who wanted to smoke a cigarette. You see, that's why I'm telling you guys, please, drugs are not good. If you can, please avoid drugs. Because that guy keep kept on insisting the driver that he needed to smoke, you know? So we stopped just for him to have some time for him to smoke. Imagine. But we continued with our journey. This was another place. Continued. We arrived at another small town. It's not a small town, actually. It's somewhere people go rafting. You can see we love rafting. Yeah, I think it's Naivasha or something. Somewhere rafting. This is a swamp area. You can see swampy areas. Yeah, but you can see the scenic beauty in everything. This is another road route going to somewhere. There are a lot of places you can visit in Kenya just to free your mind. And sometimes it's good to relax your mind because your mind is always in a constant battle with yourself, you know? Every time you are thinking about this and that, thinking about how to survive, you can see here there's another petrol station, another gas filling station. Yeah, we call it a gas filling station. And you can see how many people are in the road just looking out. Yeah, you can see how beautiful the scenery was. Yeah, just imagine how cool this place was. So we continued with the journey. Sorry for the shaking. It was the road bumps everywhere. I don't know whether there are bumps in other countries, but in Kenya we have a lot of bumps. This is Maguna supermarket. Magunas, you can see Magunas, Sagana farm. Oh, here we're in Sagana. But actually, the thing that made me happy about this journey was we actually built a highway. So the time we used to use a long time, the journey from Thika to Nyeri would actually take around 3 to 4 hours. But now, due to this development, we have developed our highways. The journey time has been cut down to at least a maximum of 2 hours. Yeah, and you, as you can imagine, I don't. If you have ever gone through that journey is very long. But due to this highway, the time that people use to go in this highway, because we used at least 4 hours, you know. But now we are using at least 2 hours. So it's been cut down by half the time. Mostly it was due to jam, a lot of jam along the road. There are a lot of people, highways, many things. Here we are in Karatina, as you can see. This is what I'm telling about. The journey was very short. Imagine, even I did not have time to sleep. I love sleeping during my journeys, but this time I was unable to sleep because the journey was so short and I needed to record my views because that was the last time I was in Thika, I don't know whether I'll go there again. Maybe I'll go in future. I'll show you some more scenic views. But as you can see, we are here in Karatina. This is Karatina. We arrived in Karatina. Karatina is not far from Nyeri. It's like 30 minutes. or so. Yeah, this was Karatina town. We actually took another route because there was a lot of jam along the main highway. So we took a shortcut to enter Karatina town. As you can see how Karatina has developed. Look at this. Yeah, a lot of shops, cars everywhere. Cannot even see the road clearly. There is a base lady. As you can see other shops, electronic shops. Yeah, cars everywhere. Taxis, people walking up and down as usual. People selling goods and services. Can see shoes. Yeah, here we are arriving at the stage, Karatina stage. Uh, if you don't know Karatina stage, I'll show you in a few. You'll see Karatina stage. Here there are many vendors, chips, mayai. Actually, guys, I'm thinking about introducing you to the street food here in Kenya. I'll show you a lot. Yeah, if I get time, because I'm also working on other stuff. So this is, I think this is a building, a bank building. I think so. This is the driving school. You can see people staring up and down. Yeah, another bank, cooperative bank. Yeah, you can also decide to visit Karatina and see how beautiful it was. So actually, this journey was so short that we were all shocked. By the way, we were all shocked. People who were in this journey were shocked, shocked because, as I said, the time that we used to come from Thika, it takes about 4 hours. Yeah, and this is the stage. This is the stage I was talking about. This is the Karatina stage. Yeah, we needed to drop some people off because some people are not reaching Nyeri, but it's not far from Karatina to Nyeri. It's about 30 minutes or so. It depends on the the road. It's called what? It depends on how the road looks because you can find jam, you can find a lot of cars, you know. So you can also be it can also take more time, like at least 1 hour. So here it's where we stopped to let the people off, and then as the people came off, we continued the journey. You can see other people waiting to depart. There are vendors here and there, street hawkers. There are also other bus terminals. You can see there is another bus terminus to Nyeri. Yeah, there's a garbage pit. You can see. Can you see? Yeah, there's a Buddha Buddha shed. Yeah. So where I'm pointing my camera to, that is the road back to Thika. I'll show you the road to Nyeri. This is the road to Nyeri. As you are going, you can see the jam I'm talking about. A lot of cars making the journey be slow. Otherwise, that was the only disadvantage I can say because there was no other disadvantage. Here we stopped a bit. I'm telling you, this journey there was a lot of stopovers that I did not expect, but we stopped for a minute here, but we continued the journey. As you can see, maize in people's shambas. There are a lot of maize meals. Have you ever eaten ugali? Has anybody ever eaten ugali? I hope some people have eaten ugali. Here we are still on our journey to Nyeri. I don't know which town it's called. Just wanted to show you the view that I saw. Yeah, it's a very scenic view, a scenic view for the highway. Yeah, and we continued with our journey. As we continued with that journey, my gosh, you can see how the road is clearly developed. And some people also say Nyeri is not part of Kenya because wow, Nyeri is beautiful. If you ever get time to visit Nyeri, please visit Nyeri. Here there is a matatu terminus. Yeah, do we call it a matatu terminus? I think so. Here there is a river. That is the Karatina River. Yeah, we continued with our journey. Here there's a small town where people come to buy things, their things, yeah. And here now, here it's called Gatito. This is another town called Gatito town. Yeah, it's along the way from Karatina to Nyeri. It's along the way. So here we stopped for a bit to drop some other people, and we continued with our journey to Nyeri. Uh, and we're not far off from Nyeri now. It's about 20 minutes. Here we are in Scooter. As I was saying, it's not far because now from Scooter you're already in Nyeri. Here there's some modern furnitures. If you want modern furnitures, you can find it here in Scooter. If you want analog, don't know where you can get analog furnitures. But as you continue the journey, you can see there's a car wash. Yeah, for people who have never visited a car wash, there are bars, there are many things that you can enjoy here in Scooter. There are donkeys, you can see there are sheds where you can come and rest. There are rentals, you can see many houses to rent. Yeah, we continue the journey. We are almost to Nyeri town. As you can see, we are not far off from Nyeri. And in a few, I was almost arriving home. Yeah, and I was very happy to arrive home. And here I am arriving home. Oh my gosh, I was very happy to arrive home. Almost I was unable to stop in town because I couldn't. Yeah.